RWP is brought to you by Porch Beer Entertainment.
I wanted to tell you something that I did do. So for lunch the other day, I did not go to the grill. It was actually
What?
I
Why
ordered.
not?
I have been going to the grill every week, but I was like, I can't go. I can't go again. I can't because
So what is your limit? You can't
would've
possibly
been
show
3
up
days in a
twice
row.
the same week, despite the fact that you've gone there once a week for like 5 years.
No, I go every week, and I went twice, but I was like, I can't go 3 times this week. So
Okay.
instead,
That's where
I
you
was
draw
like,
the line.
look, I'm feeling Indian food, and I was like, I want some butter chicken
Oh, butter chicken's good.
and some garlic naan. So I went on the internet and I found an Indian restaurant that was pretty close by, and I was like, all right, I'm doing that. So I ordered that. I go and pick it up, and then as I'm walking out, as I get to the door and walk out, I see 2 Indian gentlemen walking
Love where
kind
this
of
is going.
in my direction. And I intentionally didn't hold the door open because I didn't want them to think that I was like, oh, these Indian guys are probably coming into here.
Nice. Oh my god.
So I was like, I didn't want
Did
them
they
to.
did they come
And they
in?
were coming in there, yes.
Oh Jesus, Ben.
No, this was actually a good
What you
thing.
should have done is you should have motioned whether or not they were going in, because I'll do that if like someone, if I go into a store and there's someone like directly behind me,
Right.
and it's weird because they're like kind of tailing you, but I'll open the door and be like, would you like to go in first? And they're like, oh no, I'm not going in. And then I just
So
about my
in
business.
retrospect, that could have been the move, but instead, I intentionally didn't hold open the door to prove to them I was not
Racist.
stereotyping. What
Okay.
racist? Okay, whoa! Don't throw that word out there. Associate. We have sponsors now, or we
Oh, that's
will.
right.
But no, not racist.
I
More
really
like,
hope an Indian cuisine place sponsors us immediately after this ad.
well, they should, because I'm a frequent proprietor of those places, and I do. The problem here's my problem is I always I want the spiciest level because they always have heat levels, and it's never spicy enough.
I think that they might be
They keep the secret
afraid
stuff in the
they'll
back.
hurt you.
Yeah.
You don't look like the kind of guy.
What do
that
I look like? What kind of guy do I look like? Type of guy that
You're
would
the
hold
kinda
a
guy
door
that
open and
looks
be like, these Indian people are obviously coming into this Indian establishment. Is
Well,
that what
you're-
I look like to you?
You're the kind of guy that looks like ground pepper might be a little bit of heat sort of guy.
Oh,
know what I'm
okay,
saying?
no, because that's exactly
even though
describing you.
Even though it's not, no. See, I look like I can handle spice, but I cannot.
So you look like you can handle spice, and I don't look like I can handle spice.
Yeah,
is what you're
you look like the kind of guy that would be like, oh, make it spicy, and they'll be like, oh, I gotcha.
What's the wink?
Well, they'll just be like, okay, yeah, we'll give you the spicy, and they give you something that's a little bit more mellow because they don't want you to walk up and be like, this was too spicy for me. I need my money back.
Well, if you're an individual that tells a restaurant, I want it as spicy as possible, and then you get mad when it's as spicy as possible, then you're a terrible person, and that's not me.
Well, I mean, Woo Boy had you sign the waivers to get the chicken tendies.
To get the hottest level.
Right? Is
for
that how
sure.
hot you're asking them to make your food?
Probably
Because
not
like
at
they have
that
no
level.
context to that. They're gonna be like, okay, spicy.
Well,
is
they have levels
subjective, right?
on the thing, on the website and the menu, and it was
What are
like,
the levels?
I don't know. It was like not hot, medium heat, and then it was
Okay.
like spicy. Sometimes they say like spicy Indian hot on the thing.
Spicy Indian hot. That
I
is
think
a
they say that because
classification.
they're like,
Okay.
if you're used to eating this food, maybe you want it spicier, and it's like I am used to eating that food just because I didn't grow up in that culture doesn't mean I don't love the food, and I want it as spicy as possible, and I wanted because here's the thing that I love about Indian food, and we won't talk about this too much longer, is I love getting the rice with the spicy like butter chicken curry, because then like you got the rice that kind of cuts some of the heat, and you take a scoop of that together. Oh my god! And then you get the garlic naan and you dip it in. I'm so hungry right now. I'm so, because I've been buying my lunch, so I've been trying to. I'm since I'm ordering Chipotle later, I'm not buying lunch today. So I had a peanut butter jelly sandwich and a cup of ramen soup.
Nice.
It was pretty good.
What we should do is both of us should go to that establishment. We're both gonna ask for the spiciest, and let's see. Because also, like, I don't know, for a business that there are a lot of people that enjoy Indian cuisine that aren't strictly
Sure.
relegated to that specific culture. But like, if they're serving face melting spice, they're probably
what I
not
want.
going to get a lot of business from people.
That's what I want.
Especially if someone asks for spicy, they're probably just looking for that, burn in the back of your
Well,
throat.
I
a little
wanted
bit.
some sort of kick. It didn't even really have much of a kick, man. I was disappointed.
It's all subjective, though. I mean, what do you mean not a kick? You ordered the spiciest level.
It wasn't that. I'm telling you, I've had
Would
this
I have
happen
been able
before.
to eat it?
Yes. I've had this happen before when I've ordered like Thai food or something like that. I will click
Thai
because
food,
there's
oh.
buttons where it's like, do you want, not spicy at all, a little bit spicy, medium spicy, very spicy, or like extra, extra spicy. Every single time I click the hottest level, and every single time I've ordered multiple different restaurants, it's never spicy, and I don't know what the deal is.
So we went to Tomo Sushi, which is nearby. We always go there.
Sure.
And I went with Jake and Gabe. And Gabe can probably eat about as spicy food as you can, which is, in my mind, that's pretty high.
Sounds
up
like we
there.
need a spice off, me and Gabe.
You guys might need to. And they have the drunken noodles there. Like they have other food,
love it.
obviously, than
Love
just sushi. The drunken noodles are really good. And it's got enough spice and it's just base level because they leave the seeds in there, the jalapenos and stuff.
Sure.
And so it's already kind of, it's a good heat. And they have an option for this like spicy sauce that you can get on the side. And they almost always serve it on the side. And he literally dumped the entire thing onto the drunken noodles and he could not get past 3 bites.
Interesting.
He had to just ask for a box, take it home. And he's like, I need to get drunk before I eat this. Cause he physically could not, he was crying. And I was like, that's an insane option to add.
That intrigues me because I've been in that mode where I've bought Thai food or Indian food, and then at home I've poured some of the hot sauces that I own on it to make it even spicier. I don't know, man. I think it is definitely.
You okay? I mean,
I'm fine. You know what we're doing for my birthday?
Is food that boring to you?
No, it's not even that.
You need to add an insane spice component?
No, I don't do it every time. I eat plenty of non-spicy things, but for like wings in particular.
What is it? What is it for the rush? Like the high that you
There's
get?
a high. There's definitely a high when it comes to it, yeah.
Okay.
And there's like an element of danger.
But doesn't it like hurt for a while after?
It just depends. It depends. Like there's stuff that's like so spicy where it takes it to a different level. Like where it's like, this is not something I enjoy. This is something that's like manufactured in a lab and like it's just a different thing. But for my birthday this year, I told Abby, I was like, for my meal, I want to do a hot ones where I want to do I want 10 wings that I'll make, and then I want to put 10 levels of sauces on it, starting from mild to like the hottest that we have. Because we already have some of them.
Do you want me to try to do the hot ones episode with you?
I mean, I don't think you can handle it. Half the
people on that show can't. I mean, once you get up there.
Well, the key is
if it's. I mean, I've had ghost pepper tenders and popcorn.
Yeah, I mean, I'm giving you credit. I have forced you to eat some spicy things for the show that you have handled.
Sauces like. And we did just eat straight up hot sauce one time.
Remember that? That was wild. Why did we do that?
I know that they're pretty hot, but like I'm not going to enjoy it at all. But like I don't know, because if you're just putting a droplet on the wing, and
no, you got to toss it in the sauce.
Oh,
That's
Jesus,
the key.
What?
That's the key. You got to pour it on the wing.
Do
and
the
then
dabs
you
on the
gotta
wing?
toss it. No. They do the. Come on, man. They do the last dab is for the last wing, and actually they already toss it, and then they put a little extra at the end. Let's talk on the side because I think we could do that. I think I could have you over, and we could both go through
Abby
the hot ones.
Print out like a list of questions.
She's already coming up with questions for me because I wanted to. It's my birthday present. I want to be treated like I'm a celebrity, and it's hot.
And you want to just light your insides on fire. I get it. No,
that's the goal.
Fine.
That's the goal.
Some people's kink. That's some people's thing.
Before we start the intro, though, I also wanted to point out, Salty Dalton, that our friends from across the pond are back. The Swedes.
Oh, yeah, they were gone for a while.
They are the number 2 country that consumes this show. And for a long time, I've got the anthem playing there. Yes. For long-time consumers of the podcast, you may remember that Salty Dalton and I very early on discovered that Swedes were listening to our podcast. And we reached out to them. We would say on the show, please contact us.
Yeah.
We'd give them our email. No, nothing. We've never heard from the Swedes.
No, I guess if they're listening to a podcast with 2 Americans, you would maybe assume that they would speak English, but
Yeah, why would they listen to the show if they can't?
I don't. Maybe we're that background white noise that they put on before they go to bed.
We used to theorize that we were used as torture for the Swedish police force.
Oh,
that they would play this when they were interrogating subjects. I don't know. What am I saying? Interrogating
subterranean
suspects.
creatures.
Suspects is what I meant to say.
Swedish suspects.
But they are
There
back.
can't be that much crime in Sweden, right? Isn't it?
No, it's probably
neutral?
one of the safest places in the world, I would think.
Well, that's where everyone stores their money. If you're
Swedish banks. Or is that
shady.
Switzerland?
Oh, that's Switzerland.
It's the Swiss banks. It's the Swiss banks or the islands.
Yeah, but I feel like Sweden
But
is.
Sweden chocolate. No, Sweden's. Maybe
See, this is just it.
It's a torture for them.
This is probably so bad because we know nothing about Sweden. We should
we'll do an
Sweden
episode on
cast.
Sweden sometime.
Yeah.
We'll do a Sweden cast. But shout out to, please contact us, Sweden.
Like Denmark and Netherlands and all those European countries like that. I think they got it all together. Like
the random word blog at
beautiful
gmail.com. Contact us, Swedish listeners, please. We want to hear from you. I want to know what it's like. Please contact us, and then we'll do a Swedish cast. If we get one email from a Swede, we will do the Swedish cast. If we get nothing, no Sweden cast. In fact, we'll find out the enemy of Sweden, and we'll do a cast about them.
The enemy is
Would it be like Germany? I don't know. Russia?
Whoa, you're treading on.
Let's start the
Be
show.
careful there, guy.
Let's
all
start
right?
the show. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Welcome
Hello.
to the Random Word Podcast. The fans are here. By the way, you can catch the show in video form on YouTube. I put the whole episode up from last week on
really?
YouTube. I did.
Oh God, why?
What do you mean, why? It's so more
Why?
people commented and liked it and viewed it.
They commented on it?
Yeah, we got some comments on the video.
Were there any
as well.
hateful comments? I love
hateful
angry YouTube
comments.
comments.
No, and trust me, as a YouTuber, I experience, my favorite part about YouTube comments is when they tell you to do things to the show, where they're like, you should do this instead, and you're like, no, this is my show, I'm not doing that.
So you and Nick specifically, Big Goose, you and Nick specifically get, especially when you've had maybe a little bit to drink, but you guys are the kind of guys that really get into it on Facebook comments or stuff like that. So you know how when people post dumb stuff or they'll put inflammatory comments, you two are always the first to either go on a saga of replying to this person or just start bashing them.
So I have a line where if you post something, I see plenty of stupid things on the internet all the time, and I restrain myself. But I have a line where if somebody posts something and it's just too crazy and insane, I have to say something. And I don't even have to be drinking
what it is,
when
you
I
just
say it.
have to say something.
I have to say something. Because you've seen, my Facebook arguments are notorious because I'll have people DM me and be like, I was reading this argument, I love it, and all that sort of stuff.
The second you or Nick post in our group chat that you've started an argument or continuing one, literally the first thing I'll do is go to that post and just read.
It's the best. It's the best.
Fantastic. Yeah, it's
great.
But
follow the YouTube channel, the Random Word Podcast. Search it on YouTube. You can find the episodes. Maybe we'll start linking it in the description of the podcast episodes as well. And then on Instagram, we're the Random Word Podcast, I guess that's the Instagram. And email the show, the Random Word Blog at gmail.com. Salty Dalton, on today's episode, I don't know if you hear that.
We're watching Jake and Becca's dog for the weekend.
Yeah.
Dakota. And she is all up under the desk with the wires. Dakota.
Oh, does she hear the sounds of nature, Amazon rainforest in the background?
She might.
I'm going to turn it up real loud. No, just kidding. Oh, hello, Dakota. If you're watching on YouTube, you can see the dog there. I'm going to skip ahead because I want to hear monkeys and stuff. That's a
no,
cockatoo.
dude, monkeys are the worst noise you could possibly hear.
The howler monkey stuff? Yeah, it's pretty
crazy.
Do
monkeys freak? I feel like we talked about this. Monkeys freak me out, man.
Yeah, monkeys are scary. Is it because they look like you?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah,
but it's just
because you have a monkey face.
I don't know. I appreciate that. They're so human. They're human enough where it's weird to treat them as pets.
Monkey fights at the zoo freak me out. The videos of that were have you watched some of those where the gorillas? I saw a monkey fight when Abby and I went to the Philadelphia Zoo.
It would be in Philly.
We were watching
horrible sports fans.
Right.
Horrible
we were at
animals.
where the apes were, and they were all together, and then we watched two giant apes start like fighting each other. And it was kind of scary. Like one of them took like a hay barrel above their head and like threw it across the room, and all this stuff.
You're describing the plot of Donkey Kong.
No, it's a big thing.
No, I know you're describing.
It wasn't a barrel.
Kong.
No, it wasn't a barrel.
Donkey
and the other
Kong,
monkey jumped over it and got a coin.
Playing Donkey Kong.
No, it was not Donkey Kong. It was a real thing at the Philly Zoo. Abby can corroborate this. But I like on the internet though. You should look it up, like monkey zoo fights.
Well, they always like put up these like the scientists who study monkeys are always like, oh yeah, they have enough grip strength to rip a human face off its skull. And I'm just like,
they do.
First of all, how would they know that unless it has happened, which I do not doubt it. But like, I don't know. That's just something like, let the monkeys do their thing. I don't need them in a zoo. I don't need them with their opposable thumbs trying to, get into my things.
They're
my
scary.
House,
they're scary.
My safe, my social security number.
I'm telling you, monkey fights. You got to look them up on the internet. I wonder if I can I don't want to make.
How much money would I have to pay you to get into
a fight with a monkey?
No. Just
stand in $0.
Stand in the monkey exhibit.
Stay in a monkey exhibit
for, let's just say. Actually, let's make it interesting. One night. So you arrive at noon.
See, I can't do that
and
stuff,
you
dude.
leave at noon the next day.
No, because remember, they eat the faces of people. Remember the lady that had the pet monkey and he ate her face, the chimp.
Well, yeah. Oh, that exactly another reason. So, how much money would it take for you to do that, though?
Am I allowed to bring any weapons?
You don't know if they're
cage?
you don't know if they're going to mess with you. Jane Goodall, they're super friendly with her.
It's true, Jane Goodall, but
but that's what I'm saying. How much money would it take? If
no,
money is no object,
I'd have to have stipulations.
20. We'll even narrow it down. 12 hours.
Give me a stun gun, and I would do it for like $50,000.
A stun gun.
Yeah, I need a stun gun because if they start trying to eat my face, I have to be able to stun them with my quips.
Are you talking like a stun gun, the kind that
I don't want them to
police
die.
Taser use?
Yeah, something like that. I mean,
okay. So you do know you have to reload that, and it gets stuck in whatever you shoot.
Okay, well then give me a better version of it. I mean, I don't know why we're arguing about stun guns.
Well, I'm just saying. So 50
give me the blow
is all
darts.
it's going to take.
Where it makes them fall asleep. It's not a bad idea.
I don't think you could pay me enough.
Monkeys
money.
Are scary. I'm with you, but I
don't think I would even walk in there unless 50 million's on the table.
They look like us. And that's what's scary. And I think that's what scares you because I feel like you might be attracted to them. But we'll get into that another day. Salty Don, I have a game show for you. I have a game show for you.
Okay.
It's a true or false quiz.
True.
So before we get into the facts about the rainforest,
false.
I want you to.
You can use this audio later because I'm going to mentally check out for this bit.
It's a rainforest quiz.
It's false.
All right,
well, you're not going to double up. False.
I should just record you saying a lot of things and then just do a podcast with those recordings.
I actually think that would be really funny.
I think it would too. Here's the question.
Tell you what we're going to do for that is
sure.
I don't know if you prefer a specific recording device, but I will record a bunch of phrases, and then I want you to do a show where you run through everything, and then when you think it's an appropriate time for me to respond, in the order I give it to you, or you can randomize it, you have to play that.
It's not a bad idea.
Yeah.
Especially like a week that hey, you're just too busy to do the show. You just give me that, and then that way I can sit here and pretend to do the show by myself.
It'd probably take a good chunk of my time doing that. So
yeah,
it basically just be
you might as well just do the podcast.
To do the show with.
Yeah. Here's your question. Question 1.
Okay.
Orangutans
hate 'em.
Use leaves as umbrellas to keep themselves dry when it rains. True or false?
That'd be some pretty big fucking leaves. Are we talking like those big ass jungle leaves? I'll say sure. True. Okay.
Yes. First question. The answer is true. Orangutans do use leaves as umbrellas. Good job. Good. See, you know rainforest. Boa constrictors kill their prey with a poisonous bite. True or false?
False.
False. Boa constrictors are not poisonous. They squeeze their prey to death instead. By the way, this is a children's website that I got this quiz off of. Jaguars are very good at climbing trees. True or false?
True.
It is true. Okay. Somebody went to
Is this even going to get harder? Because I'm clearly You know how many times I've been to Rainforest Cafe, Ben?
You'll like this question.
Hundreds.
You like this question. Chimpanzees kiss and hug each other just like people do. True or false?
True.
True, it is. I know you like that. The bright colors of poison dart frogs warn predators that they are poisonous. True or false?
True.
Okay, you're doing really well, man. Toucans are very good at flying. True or false?
False.
False. Toucans cannot fly very well. They
beak.
like to hop from tree branch to tree branch. Good job. So it sounds like you already.
I literally got 100% on that.
You did. You did. It wasn't a particularly difficult quiz. I'll granted. But you know what? The people at home might have known those answers. So you got to think about that.
That almost seemed to. I don't know. It almost seemed too easy. You know what I'm
Well,
saying?
it was for a child.
Oh, so you just what was it? Rainforest.com. Fun facts?
I went to
BuzzFeed's
it was
top 10?
ESVC000194.wic.
You're being scammed.
05.
They've already stolen your information.
I didn't have to tell them anything. I just gave them my social
Oh,
security.
you don't need to. You fell right into their plan. Their trap.
Let me look up. Let me just Google another rainforest quiz while we. Do you know? I guess a question for you: are you? What is the most soothing? Are you a guy that likes to this type of sound, like this type of music that I'm playing right now? I mean, are you soothed by it?
Yeah, so I used to cycle through a couple different white noises to play. There was one by this guy. I think his sole job is literally to write the soundtracks for what you get massages to.
Sounds great.
It's like a weird bunch of techno noise, raindrops, and
yeah. Sometimes there's some
is this
wind
by
chimes.
Dan Harmon or something?
This is Ultimate Relaxation 22 on YouTube.
Okay. But so I did listen to that. It is actually pretty soothing. But rain and thunderstorms is what we fall asleep to.
Yeah, I want natural. This isn't this music doesn't happen.
I
in
actually
the
don't like
rainforest.
the babbling brook thing because that just makes me want to
pee. Yeah,
and it's kind of annoying. I don't know.
We've got one more quiz for you. Here, I found another quiz. Let me.
I'm gonna keep going until I fail a quiz.
Question 1: how many layers are there in a rainforest? You got 4 options: 2, 3, 4, or 5.
4.
Okay, I don't know the answers until the. Oh no, you're correct. Correct. Good job.
It's the topiary and there's a couple different sub-levels.
Whatever you say. Which of the following geographical areas does not have a rainforest? Africa, Central America, North America, or Southern Asia?
North America.
Yeah, this is pretty easy.
Have you seen a jungle out here?
In which layer?
I feel like that'd be something would be way more reported on. Or
Here we
maybe
go.
we just cut it down already.
In which layer will you find a sloth? The forest floor, the understory, the canopy, or the emergent?
What was the second one?
Understory.
The understory.
The understory is wrong. Try again.
Oh, is it it's the next level up then?
So, I mean, I don't know.
What was the third one?
Your other options are forest floor, canopy, or emergent.
Forest floor, canopy, or emergent. I'll do canopy.
Canopy sounds good. That's correct.
Yeah.
Question 4. Where do poison arrow frogs lay their eggs? In a pond, on leaves, in the dirt, or in a nest?
Leaves.
Correct. You still got one wrong, though. Why are the bright colors on a toucan's bill useful? A, they warn other animals that they are poisonous. B, they attract their mates with the bright colors. C, the colors help camouflage the bird from predators. Or D, the colors are to help attract its dinner.
Mates.
And that's correct. Usually it comes down to sex. When it comes to animal
Yeah,
stuff, it almost always comes down to that. So you've done well. You got one wrong, which means you're kind of, not the smartest guy out there, but you did okay.
I think that we've unlocked a special talent of mine. I think
Rainforests?
through going to the Rainforest Cafe so many times by osmosis, I
That's
have
true.
become an expert.
The
in that field.
Rainforest Cafe, because I feel like I've definitely been there. Obviously,
Dude,
not anytime
You would
soon.
know if you've been there.
I mean,
It
yeah,
used to be at Tyson's Corner.
yeah. So I
in the
probably
mall.
went there once, maybe. This music's kind of porno.
Once?
Never mind.
That's where I think my obsession with Dino Nuggets started.
I do
have
like Dino
Nuggets
Nuggets.
upstairs in my freezer. They're my
Dino-
drunk food.
Dino Nuggets.
If we have too much to drink, we will almost always make dino nuggets.
I gave Abby dino nuggets on like our first date or second date, something. Yeah, second, because the first was chicken parm, and then I did dino nuggets and mac and cheese. I've got some facts for you, Salty Dalton.
Okay.
Some facts about the rainforest. Did you know that only 6% of the
True.
land on... No, this is not true or
Oh,
false.
okay,
These
sorry.
are facts. They're all true. Did you know that only 6% of the land... Did you know that only 6% of the land on Earth...
Oh yeah, well, real good fact.
Hold on.
You're clearly reading this for the first time ever.
6% of the land on Earth is covered by jungles and rainforests, but amazingly, half of all species live
Or
there.
underwater. Yeah.
No, live in the rainforest.
Oh,
That's the facts.
half. Well, I'm sorry. You're gonna have to run that through again.
Did you know that
6% of the world-
land, 6%
Well-
of the land on Earth
Okay.
is covered by jungles and rainforests,
Okay.
but amazingly, half of all species live there.
Half of all species of what? Everything?
Animals, yeah, species.
Half of every species of animal lives in the 6% of the world.
Yes, that's what it's telling you. Like in the rainforest,
All in one specific rainforest or across all of the rainforests?
all of them, jungles
Okay.
and rainforests.
So it's kind of a trick question then.
No, it's not. First of all, it's not a question; it's a fact.
I don't know, man.
It's just saying that so half of all species live in the rainforest.
Would you live in the rainforest?
Absolutely not. Jungles and rainforests are similar, but while rainforests have
Hey,
thick
stand by,
canopies,
stand by. What is what is the difference between a jungle and a rainforest? I consider them essentially the same, except jungles have more vines.
A
from
jungle is a descriptive term, not a scientific one. It is generally used to refer to land overgrown with dense, tangled vegetation. Before the 1970s, tropical rainforests were generally referred to as jungles, but this terminology has fallen out of usage. So, stop
So
saying jungles.
Jungles are not all. Hold on. Let's see.
Uh-oh.
Not all.
This is like a SAT
Not all
question.
jungles are rainforests, but some rainforests are jungles.
You think people will be annoyed if I play this this rain music? Are they going to be like, is it
Might be.
Is it
It sounds like a
raining
little bit like
outside?
ASMR. Like,
Is it raining outside? Not all yeah. Are all jungles? I think your statement is incorrect.
no, my statement was 100% correct.
What did you say?
I said not
All-
every
Not
rainforest
every rainforest
is a
is
jungle.
a jungle,
Yeah.
but all jungles are rainforests.
Wait. What did I say?
No, I don't
No.
think that's
Oh,
true
not.
either.
Yeah. Not every jungle is a
Every jungle
rainforest,
is
but
a rainforest.
rainforests are jungles.
Rainforests are jungles, not necessarily. A
Jungle's
fifth of
one
our
of those words that when you say it enough times,
Yeah,
jungle, like
yeah.
I don't even know if it's right anymore.
It
Jungle.
sounds
jungle.
It sounds like it would be offensive.
a jungle.
Yeah, it sounds like
Well,
it
now
could
the
be.
more I'm saying jungle, it sounds like
Yeah, whoa,
like a
don't let-
made
don't-
up word.
Here we
like-
go. This is some lighter sounds. I like it.
Is there a bird in here?
A fifth of our fresh water is found in tropical rainforests. A fifth of our fresh water is found in tropical rainforests. Scientists estimate that about 15% of the world's fresh water flows from the Amazon basin, to be exact. That's what it says.
To be exact, seems like there's something else that follows it, or the to be exact was supposed to precede that statement.
No, to be exact.
To be exact, I don't know, dude. Like you could call anything fresh water if it's not.
Nope. I
In
don't
the
think that's
ocean,
true.
right?
My toilet water is not fresh water.
Technically, it is.
Yeah, I guess it actually is. Yes.
But like
What
what I'm
about
saying is like
dirt water?
There's a stream up the street from me.
There's a stream
you would,
right
You
this-
would maybe
near me.
classify that as fresh water,
That would be fresh water. Yeah.
but I would never drink
From
that.
it. Well, you'd use one of those magic straws where it's
The
like
life straw.
use the
Sponsored
life
by
straw, and it somehow makes the water taste good. It's like no, it doesn't. I've seen people use
That
the life
doesn't make
straw.
It doesn't make it taste
and
good.
it
It just
tastes
makes
terrible.
it drinkable.
Yeah, but why would you want to drink terrible water? I'd rather die than
You'd
drink
rather
terrible
die than use a life straw.
Rainforests are so rich in biodiversity
And cash
that
money.
about 1/4 of natural medicines have been discovered in rainforests. 1/4.
Are we talking like
quarter.
homeopathic shit, like essential oils, like
Um,
natural medicine?
natural
like,
medicines.
oh, you have COVID, try lavender mixed with orange oil and spritz it on your pillow type deal.
Yes. No, it's just says natural medicines. I don't know what that means.
Like
Are
penicillin?
Are you a
that's
medicine
mold.
expert? I don't think. No, you're naming.
I think
stuff.
we've decided that I'm a rainforest expert.
Actually, you kind of are. You got every question right except for one, so you're not quite an expert.
Yeah, but I got on the second go. And
Here's the next fact.
Yeah.
Within 4 square miles of tropical rainforests, you will find 1,500 flowering plant species, 750 types of trees, and many of these plants can help combat cancer. Some pine trees in Tasmania's temperate rainforest
Sorry.
can live for 2,000 years. What are you questioning?
You're just talking about the trees and shrubbery, and then like there's just a random thing about like can cure cancer, and I don't know if that's true.
It says they can combat cancer. Nobody said anything about a cure. But there's
trees
4
in the
square miles.
rainforest, if you eat a tree in the rainforest, it will combat cancer.
No, it goes back to the medicines that rainforests can produce, I think. But within 4 square miles.
Then why is everyone trying to get at the trees in the rainforest? I thought it was all about like, deforestation, but like everyone talks about, oh, these mahogany trees in the Amazonian rainforest. It's like, there's barely any left. And you just told me there's like 1,000 trees in a square foot.
This leads into my next fact. Okay. Every second, there is a part of the rainforest that is cut down. In fact, you probably lose a football pitch. You probably lose a football pitch vanish every 6 seconds.
I just counted 10 seconds. So how much of the rainforest do you think just
So 80,000 football fields a day of rainforest gets cut down.
Have we talked about this before where it's like, yes.
What do you want me to do? Yeah, exactly.
Well, I mean, same thing. Like, oh, like, damn.
Stop the trucks. I don't know.
I'm not cutting down the trees myself. Maybe there's a logger out there who's like about to start I almost said the chain mower, the chainsaw.
Yeah, that's what they use to cut down the rainforest.
and then he just hears the podcast and he's like, you know what? Turns it off. I'm not going to be a part of this anymore.
That's the idea.
Situation.
That's what we're trying to tell you.
Like,
is stop cutting the football fields down.
It's like
rainforest.
I understand papers and like a lot of stuff, but it seems like the only place that they're going to get this paper or paper products is the rainforest. And I'm like, dog, like, have you looked outside?
I have trees
before?
in my backyard. You guys can use plenty of paper.
So many trees.
I'm with you. No, we
should absolutely save the trees, but it just seems like.
Should we though? What are they doing for us?
What is so great about the rainforest trees that makes us want to take more of them?
I think
we could
they're just better
cut
trees.
Our own trees down.
I think our trees kind of suck. I mean, look at them. I mean, look outside. Do you see? You think that tree is doing anything important? No. The trees in the rainforest are. They have 750 different types of trees within 4 square miles of tropical rainforest.
I know they're not cutting down those trees to cure cancer, so
they are. They can help combat cancer. And also, some pine trees in Tasmania's temperate rainforest can live for 2,000 years. Longer than you.
2,000 years.
Yeah, longer than you.
So am I just supposed to take that fact at face value? You got anything to back that up?
There's been.
How do they know that tree is 2,000 years old?
Because
do
they
cut it in half and count the rings?
We've been counting. That is a way. I mean, you said the exact way they do it, so I don't know why you acted like that was a weird thing. What do they scientifically cut the tree down and look at the rings? That's probably why
they. Wild for a tree to be 2,000 years old.
Yeah. So think about it. We're in 2021.
Wasn't there a tree that's like the mayor of a town somewhere? It's like the tree is so old it predates the town. And
I thought there was a dog.
It owns its own property.
I thought there was a dog mayor.
Well, there probably is. I mean, they made like a cat.
There's like a town somewhere in the Midwest or in California. I don't have the exact name of it for you, where there's no laws, and they have a dog as a mayor.
I don't. First of all, don't think that that's a true statement at all. Yeah, there's this one town in the Midwest where it's just the purge 24/7.
No, it's no. They govern themselves.
Well, what about like
town without
other laws, like federal laws?
Well, there is the Slab City.
Are there town-specific laws? Do we have town-specific laws?
Yes,
I thought it just kind of
bylaw.
fell under that umbrella of like laws in general.
Well, there's Slab City in California where it's America's only law-free area. So I know that.
I feel like this playing with fire.
The nearest town is yeah, and it's Slab City.
I mean, can you just murder someone in that town?
I mean, yeah, in theory, because
But
I think
the
they
town
said the
couldn't
police force is
prosecute
far
you?
away, so they're not going to.
So they have a police force.
no.
but
The
just
police
really
force
far
is
away.
in the next town.
It was so far away. They
no.
were kind of like, you know what, guys? We probably don't need to
But
do
this
any
isn't
of these
even the place I
laws.
was thinking of. There's a different place where there's a dog as a mayor, but I forget. Maybe
How
I
would
should
you
just
get
Google
any
dog mayor.
legislation passed or like you need to scramble like the National Guard because there's something happening and they like are just pleading in front of the dog, be like, please sign this paper. We need to mobilize the National Guard. And the dog's like, woof. And
Here's something for you. There are 9 dogs that have been elected mayor across the U.S.
9 dogs?
Yes.
I mean, I'm all for the dog party, but and
there
do they
have been
actually
9
hold.
dogs.
Are they just a puppet for like
So,
a regime?
There's well, this is
I
a
want
goat.
I want to visit a town that is exclusively run by, and it could be a system of like they put a couple pieces of paper in front of that dog
Yeah,
with like different policies, and with the first one the dog
has
touches
to sign off.
is the one they sign off with.
So in Rabbit Hash,
9 dogs?
Kentucky,
What people who come to America are probably like just fucking blown away by that random fact.
Wilbur,
You're sitting in class. You've come from like an oppressive country or something
right,
like
right.
that.
And then you see
And
Wilbur,
you value the freedom and the structure. And
the
then
French
someone,
bulldog.
And then someone's like, and you're living in this town, and there's a local election. You're like, oh yes, thank God. Like I'm gonna choose the person I want to represent me. And on the goddamn voting strip, it's just a dog and a cat. And you're like, there are no other qualified people to do.
Well, that's the thing is, I like the idea of being the guy that lost to the dog. We were like, what are you guys talking about? Like, why would you elect?
Oh yeah, you would never live
dog?
that down. It's like, oh yeah, I ran for local office once.
Yeah, we have. There's Wilbur, the French bulldog. She's the mayor of Rabbit Hash, Kentucky. There's Parker, the snow dog, who's sworn in as the honorary member of Georgetown, Colorado. Honorary member, not the same thing as a mayor.
That's just a member of Georgetown, Colorado. The dog isn't even allowed to be a member of a specific town. It's an honorary member. That also that doesn't make any sense. Like
Gus Hall was elected as mayor of Coronado, California in 2018. I like that name, Gus Hall. It sounds like an actual person.
That sounds like a real mayor name. That sounds like a mayor went through a horrible accident and was reincarnated as a dog, but was like, I have unfinished business.
More than 20,000 votes were cast for Gus Hall.
20,000. Jesus Christ.
Frida, a female Chihuahua, was mayor of San Francisco for 1 day in 2014. That's nothing. Imagine the chaos on that day.
If I were walking the streets and then I saw on the TV and be like, new mayor.
Yeah, the street gangs were like, this is our day to battle.
They'd be like, all right, well, fuck it. We're going to rob that bank and that bank and that bank.
Pa Kettle was elected mayor of Divide, Colorado in 2014.
Colorado has come up several times now.
He only beat Kenny the Wolf by 55 votes.
You're about to put a wolf in charge of a town?
And then it was announced in 2016 that Pa Kettle would not be running for re-election. Instead, a wolf named Shunka won the election. After 5 months, Shunka passed away, and Vice President Peanut took his place.
Who's the vice president?
And then now Piper,
vice president.
Piper, a Swiss Mountain Dog, is the current mayor of Divide. They went through a lot. I mean, look, 2016 was a big year for everybody.
How do you... that's what makes me so mad sometimes. It's also hilarious, but it's just like, imagine you move to that thing and you really care about local government and your goddamn mayor is a dog.
And then you had Duke, elected mayor of Cormont Village, Minnesota. He was reelected 3 times. You have Max, a golden retriever, was elected mayor of Idlewild, California in 2013.
All I'm hearing is anything west of the eastern seaboard.
You don't really have a lot of East Coast dogs.
The chance is not 0% that wherever you go, your local leadership.
I mean, I'd vote for Tilly at this point. You should put Tilly on the ballot and see what happens.
A strong anti-everything platform, though.
Here's a great one. Brenneth Palto, a pit bull,
seceded from the United States of America.
Succeeded Lucy Liu
led the secession movement as
mayor of Rabbit Hash, Kentucky, beating out a cat and a donkey. So
Jesus
there you go.
Christ. I want to meet the campaign managers.
Speaking of
they're
animals,
probably superstars.
Speaking of animals, I wanted to get our briefly. I wanted us to touch on the 5 animals we would each put on our ark. This is a very specific situation. We're not mocking the religious aspect. I just want to throw it out there. If you believe in this stuff,
This stuff? What do you mean by this stuff?
If you believe in that crazy bullshit, no, just kidding. If you believe in that stuff, all for it. Go for it. I mean, whatever you want to do.
You're spiraling pretty bad.
But what I wanted us to do is in that scenario.
So we are the Noah of the ark.
We are
more like
Noah.
Noah's cousin, Broa.
Yes, Broa. You're Broa, and I'm Boa.
Broa and Boa.
Broa and Boa. And
saw Noah building his ark, and not to be outdone, wanted their own boats, but they're much smaller, and we can only fit 5 animals.
We can only fit.
Is it 5 pairs, or is it like just 5 animals? That'd be a pretty funny arc. Yeah, it's just 5 random animals.
Yeah, let's go 5 animals. 5 animals. And we can't pick the same animal, so it's like a draft.
A fantasy.
So we go back and forth. Yeah, it's sports mode.
Okay, let's just say let's just stick with the and I'll use direct phrasing from Ben. That wild bullshit. Of,
no.
Religion. No.
I already pissed off our Indian listeners.
Okay, so it'll be 5 pairs. That way,
5 pairs.
So the new Broa and Smoa. What are you?
Boa and Broa.
Broa and Broa are taking these smaller boats to different parts.
We can only fit
of the
5.
world.
We can't fit every single species on
so
ours.
wherever we land is
5
what
pairs.
we're going to start the new world with.
Right. So 10 animals total, but 5 pairs. It's 5 different. It's
5 pairs of different animals.
5 pairs of different animals.
Not 5 pairs of the
And
same
we
animal.
can't
Yeah,
repeat.
this land is all lions, baby. Lions as far as the eye can see.
We can't repeat. So I'll let you go first.
Was it concentration?
But you have to also
64.
think like, I thought about that too. But you also have to think of the scenario of them being on the boat with you. So you don't necessarily want to pick
Tigers. My first pick.
tigers and chickens. Yeah, that's
tigers is my first pick.
Okay, tigers.
Yeah.
Okay,
Tigers are one of my favorite animals.
All right, I'm just writing it down, so I'm keeping track. So tigers for you. I'm gonna go. This is tough. I actually haven't thought about this yet. So you went tigers right off the bat. I guess I'll go lions then. Lions.
Oh, okay. Tigers and lions. Okay, we're off to a great apex predators. Off to a great start. You know what? No, I can probably steal them in a later round. You're probably not gonna grab whatever animal I'm thinking of. So,
maybe.
I'm gonna do cows. Bam.
Cows. So you're gonna
keep the tigers fed. Cows eat grass.
Well,
cows provide food.
I don't know what you
for
mean
me.
by keep the tigers fed. So as soon as you land on the island and you let everybody off the cage, the cows.
Well, so that's the tricky part, right? Is you're probably gonna have to separate them until the cows at least
till the cows come home or whatever.
Yeah,
Isn't
well,
that
sure.
the phrase?
Until the cows can outnumber the tigers, right? Because there's
so you need them to
probably
start
some
having
science
a
about
lot
that.
of cow sex.
What?
Well, you have a pair. You're going to bring a male and a female of each of these animals, right?
Oh yeah, but they're gonna have to go to a different part of the island.
So you're going to have to like hide the cows from the tigers.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'll probably have to put them underground or something.
So I'm going to go.
Cow sex den.
Whoa. Second time I've heard that today.
Second time.
All right, so I went lions first pick for me, myself.
Yeah. I took cows with my second pick.
Yep,
so
no,
my
I understand
roster is
yep, you have tigers and cows. I'm going lions, and I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go a little off the beaten path here.
Mm-hmm.
And I am going to go zebras.
Okay. So, well, lions are probably going to be a big fan of that decision, right? Because lions do eat zebras quite regularly.
Right, but here's the thing: on my island, everything is gonna be painted black and white, so that way the zebras can hide from the light.
So the zebras will then become the apex predator.
No, I'm not asking.
How are you
going to
be able to find the zebras?
Well, that's the thing. I'll find them. One day. It'll be the lore on my island. You have your island.
That's fine. Yeah,
you have Broa Island.
You
I
can
have
make
Boa
the mayor
Island.
of your island a zebra for all I care.
Yeah, Zanny's a zebra. So we've got lions and zebras for me, tigers and cows for you. What's your third pick?
Okay. I think I'm going to have to go with crows. No. Ravens.
Ravens.
Yeah. Birds. Ravens.
Yeah, no, I know what ravens are.
They look like a crow, but
any rationale?
I think they're a
behind that?
little bit more edgy and goth.
Aren't ravens? Don't they go after? Never mind. I was gonna make a dumb
After
joke.
what?
I was gonna say, don't they go after Edgar Allan Poe? You could have a lot of poets on the island.
Yeah, I mean,
why'd you pick ravens?
I don't know. They seem apparently they're pretty smart, and you need birds. I feel like you would need.
Yeah, if you're gonna pick a
some
smart
type of-
bird, you go with an owl. They're geniuses. They wear the little
Yeah, but they're
glasses.
nocturnal. You're never gonna see the owls.
They wear the little glasses. And
What
their
are the
head
owls
turns
gonna
all the way
eat?
around.
At least I
Bugs.
don't actually. Are you bringing bugs on your arc?
You don't know my other picks yet.
Okay, well I'm locking in ravens with
I'm-
pick number 3.
Well, if you're going ravens,
Listen, you need air superiority.
I'm
You
gonna
need
go.
birds.
I'm gonna go tortoise. I'm
Okay.
gonna go tortoise because they're gonna be
Cool
on the island
strategy.
for a long time,
Okay.
and then
So
like
you're just gonna have a black and white island with hidden zebras.
but the
some
lions won't be
lions.
able to get to the tortoise because they have the shell.
Tortoises can't actually retract into their shell. You do know that, right?
Actually, I don't know that, and that is not even true.
Is it? Actually, I have no idea. I don't know much about tortoises other than that.
I'm gonna YouTube tortoise retracting retracting
Boy, that-
into shell. Ooh, look, this is a cheetah. Oh, hold on, it's an ad. Give me a second.
Paywall.
FanDuel.
Yeah.
No free ads. I'm gonna show you on this camera here. Look, there's a tortoise
Okay.
in
So
its shell. So he's retracted.
so tortoises can retract. Okay. All
Yeah.
right.
Oh,
Looks
look,
kind of
and
just
there's-
like a rock. Oh, that cheetah's coming up on it.
Yeah, there's a cheetah and the tortoise is retracted. So, yeah, I'm bringing tortoises because they're gonna live a long time. They're gonna see a lot. They're gonna be they're slow, so I can catch them pretty easily.
Sure, if you wanted to catch
turtle
them
soup.
for some reason.
So you got tigers, cows, and ravens. What is your fourth pick?
Fourth pick. Let's see. I'm probably going to go with foxes.
Foxes. I know you're a big fox guy.
Yeah.
Any particular?
I just think they're cool looking. They sound a little weird, but they're cute.
Okay.
And they're sort of like that middle tier where it's like they could, also be hunted instead of the cows if the cows
Sure.
need a break, but they can also like do their own thing. I don't know. I think it'd be a cool vibe.
So you have
Foxes,
tigers,
ravens,
tigers, cows,
yeah.
ravens, and foxes right now.
Mhm.
I have lions, zebras, tortoises, and then now I will add to that list and go ants. I'm going to bring 2 ants.
Are ants an animal?
with me? It's allowed.
So you're
ants-
just so
because
let me get this
ants
straight.
are going to be
You're
able to.
loading up this boat, and
Yes.
you have lions walk by. A tortoise slowly walks by. The zebra, invisible,
Yep.
also sneaks aboard,
Yep.
and then you are bringing 2 ants.
2 ants.
Not even a queen ant.
1 queen and a subject.
Okay, a queen and a subject, and you're gonna put them in your pocket or something.
Well, they're going to be in a little
What if
box.
you step on them?
And then they're going to be able to build. Ants are builders. So once we
Okay.
get to this new island, they'll be building.
Your island already sounds like a goddamn nightmare.
Just get ready for my
It's
fifth pick.
literally all ants and
It's-
zebras.
no, that's not true. What's your last pick? So Salty Dalton's final pick here. So, sorry, not Salty Dalton. This is Broa. Broa Island right now consists of tigers, cows, ravens, and foxes. What will be the last animal you'll bring on your not quite ark, more like rowboat?
Ooh, that's a toughie. I'm between 2 right now. I was gonna go maybe a smaller rodent type creature, right?
Sure.
Like rabbits, because they multiply
That's true.
pretty fast.
Banging
but I
like
also
rabbits,
don't want
that's
to
what they
be
say.
overrun by rabbits.
Yeah.
You know what I think is a very underappreciated animal?
Sure.
The elephant. I will bring
Ooh.
the elephant. Bring the thunder.
Jesus Christ. Okay. Wow. It's gonna make for a tough ride.
Sure.
I mean,
yeah.
think about the poop on the boat.
Well, yeah, but they've got their own toilet, so they'd be fine.
Okay. So
Just a hole that goes straight down to
So
the
your
water.
final roster on Broa's arc, you're gonna have tigers, cows, ravens, foxes, and elephants.
Mhm.
My final pick here. I had one in mind.
Pigeons.
I may change it. Oh wait, no, I had it. Crap! Now I forgot. What was it? It wasn't crickets.
Crickets.
No, it
you're gonna
wasn't
bring
crickets.
crickets.
No, you know what? I'm going to bring up. Jesus, this is tough.
Kind of wish we built a bigger boat, huh?
Yeah. Well, you're the one who brought elephants with you. I mean, what the hell?
Yeah, but I had space for 5 animals.
So on Boa's boat, my last pick. God, this is tough.
First animal pops in your head.
Okay.
3, 2, 1, go.
It wasn't even an animal. It was like a scarf or something popped in my head.
You have 4 animals and a scarf.
No,
2 scarves technically. One male, one
I'll
female.
go with a bald eagle. Bald eagle.
So I was actually going to go with bald eagle earlier, but I wanted the ravens because bald eagles, while majestic and patriotic, are they seem a little bit too intense.
This way I'm protecting them, and they're smart as well. Lions, zebras, tortoise, ants, and bald eagles on Boa's Island. On Broa's Island, you've got tigers, cows, ravens, foxes, and an elephant. 2 elephants, actually, on those islands. Now, before we wrap up the show here... Oh, I think you're getting a call there, if you don't mind.
Hello, Random Word Podcast.
It was
Answered
weird
while
because
it was still ringing.
It was still ringing. You answered the phone. I don't know. That must have been a weird Apple glitch. We've got a couple emails here on call center. You can always contact the show, the Random Word Blog at gmail.com. First email from Dante, 33 years old from New England. Says, hello, gentlemen.
Chowder.
I know this week you were... What was that?
I don't know. The khakis. Chowder.
Khakis?
Khakis. You know, isn't that
Like
New
somebody
England
that's like...
from Boston or something? Like,
wow.
give me the khakis.
It's 2021. Hello, gentlemen. I know this week you were speaking about rainforest.
Okay.
So I had a quick question. Which rainforest is your favorite? Which rainforest is your favorite?
I mean, to be perfectly honest, I literally just kind of assumed rainforest was just one very large rainforest.
No, that's
people talk about the Amazon a lot.
But are you really going to say the Amazon though? Because like that's the one that's
I don't
on
know the
fire.
names of any of the other rainforests.
Well, we're experts. Why do you think people are listening to this episode?
I'll pick a Southeast Asian rainforest.
What's the name?
Rainforests.
Let's see. Oh, I know mine. This is easy. I like the Congo.
Rainforest with an accent over the T.
Here's some other options you could have picked. You've got the Amazon rainforest, the Congo rainforest, the Southeast Asian rainforest.
What?
Which is actually
exactly what I called it. Oh my God, I am a rainforest expert. A savant, if you may.
Is there some way?
I mean, it's just pure raw talent. I think is what it is.
Expert. You're a rainforest expert.
Or rain.
My favorite is the Congo. I like that dance a lot.
It's cool, yeah. Isn't that the lime and the coconut dance?
I don't know.
Or the
I think it's
conga
actually
line.
conga. Not
Conga line?
but
Yeah. Do you think they do that in the Congo?
all the time.
But
They
it's called
can't
the
get enough
Congo
of
line?
it.
Yeah.
They can't get enough of it.
I mean, it's popular for a reason, right?
This email's from Ian, from
Can't believe I
Cornfed. Sorry.
named that rainforest right. That is hilarious.
That's crazy. This is from Cornfed. Ben and Salty Dalton, big fan of the show. Listen every week. I'm expecting shows weekly once my season kicks off. Well, that's not going to happen. Question for you. As 2 married men, what advice would you give a newly engaged man as I start planning for a wedding? Also, what advice once married? Keep up the good work, Cornfed. A lot of, that's a giant question.
First of all, congratulations, Cornfed.
Yes, congratulations to Cornfed for sure.
Got on one knee and,
That's
proposed,
what you do.
I guess, yeah.
Yeah,
Isn't
he
it called like
proposed.
bending the knee or something?
Bending the knee is what you do for kings or queens, where they go bend the knee, and then you bend the knee. But no, I don't think they call it when you propose. I think he did a proposal. He is engaged. So, what advice would you get as he starts planning for a wedding? He's looking for some advice about planning a wedding. First off, I would say it depends on if you like people or not. If you don't like people, pick a place that nobody can get to.
Oh, so you're still giving them the illusion that they can attend, but you want to make it such a hassle.
Yeah,
that they can't.
like for
So you
example,
pick like a remote area in the Midwest where a dog is the mayor and the nearest airport
Right.
is 4 hours
because there's
away.
always people that you're like, should I invite them? Should I not invite them? Like I remember I had left my old job and went to my current job like while I was engaged and before my wedding. So I had technically invited my old boss to the wedding, and I was terrified the whole time if she was going to show up or not. And luckily,
Were
she
you
did not.
that close with your boss?
It was one of those things where if I didn't invite her and I was still working there, it would have been awkward because I invited like other people on our
do you
team or whatever.
I don't.
But so I'm saying is
Interesting.
in that situation, I should have made the wedding be in the southeastern rainforest of Asia, and then it's like I can't get to that. But thanks for the invite. That sort of thing.
So, it'd be a cool thing to add on to what you just said is make
I'm
two
always
sets.
looking for cool things.
Make 2 sets of invitations, corn-fed.
Oh,
One
okay.
for your actual guest list with the exact time and place and the location, and then a second one where it has it could be in the South Asia rainforest,
Right, Southeast Asia.
Southeast Asia rainforest. Obviously, I know that. I said it earlier.
You said it earlier.
And with like it's a destination wedding, they're invited. It has all the go detailed. It has all the information and like outrageous flights. You put the prices there and stuff.
Right.
But then also say like would love to see you. Expecting you there. If not, you throw your registry right at the bottom, and you've invited them. It's off your plate. Your hands are clean. They're probably not going to show up. If they do, they're going to show up to rainforest where no one's there.
I mean,
but,
that's the only tricky part of it is what if they do
but
show
like
up,
that way you get the best of both worlds where you do the inviting, but you will most likely, because they feel bad they're not going to be able to make it, will just get you something nicer off the registry because you invited them to what seems like a very small destination wedding.
Yeah.
But they feel very special and they're like, well, I can't make it. So here's a king size bed.
No, I'm right on the same page. This is great advice. And then what about advice once married? I think you and I can probably both agree one of the biggest piece of advice for married people is your wife is always right. Right? Your wife is always right.
Oh, yeah, sure. Definitely. 100%.
You seem to not, you didn't have an immediate agreement with that.
Just,
Do we need to?
We are podcasting.
Do we need to bring
give
Ashley?
Corn-fed some actual advice, and
Yeah.
you're coming out here with like the low hanging fruit.
Well, it's just true. It's true.
Oh,
Your wife is always right. Is Ashley not always right?
Oh, she's all.
Am I going to need to send her this
she's
clip?
right 100% of the time.
Oh, interesting.
50% of the
I
time.
might have to send her this clip and see how she reacts.
No, I've said it to her before, and then normally I show up with bruises the next day.
Right.
But I fell down the stairs, so it's
That's
fine.
true.
I'm just really clumsy.
I would say an actual piece of advice, corn-fed, would be find something that you both enjoy and just do that a lot, I guess. Like watch, like if there's a show or type of show or like, I don't know, or a certain type of movies, find some sort of activity that you both enjoy and set aside time to do that activity, as much as possible.
One word, prenup.
Okay.
I'm just kidding. No.
Yeah, that's fine.
No, I would probably say if I had to give you a real piece of advice, corn-fed, my dear beloved corn-fed,
Right.
it would probably be start traditions.
Yeah, that's
So
good. That's good.
Something that we've done is we've made a couple of regular traditions, and it could be something that you used to do with your family, and you're doing it just with you guys, or like we pick something completely brand new,
Right.
and we have a couple of them.
You guys do that thing where you take, like, when you go buy a fish at the store, then you slap each other in the face with it.
Yeah. That's our fish
Old slap fish.
anniversary. Yeah,
That's what you guys
fish.
do.
Yep. Yeah, you just pick. It can be around the holidays or not, or like but you got to pick something and stick with it because it makes it a little bit more fun.
Then it becomes your thing.
Interesting.
Your
Yeah,
thing
it's like your
together.
own thing
Yeah,
because
yeah,
you do
exactly.
so many things once you get married where you have to. Now you're going to like 2 different families
Right.
for all
It's
these
a lot.
different events and stuff like that. So you need to carve out time to do your own thing. To
Look at that. Look at Salty Dalton giving good advice for once.
for once.
People don't come to
At
you
least
for
it's
that.
not. At least it's not. Give us some like. And it's like, oh, put tea bags in your shoes, or
But what do you? Okay, we don't need
asking
to.
me about like
We don't need to call back to
advice
that.
to give. I'm not a goddamn monkey.
Last question here.
Nipples.
The last
Yeah.
question here is from Ricky from West Virginia.
Oh, Ricky's back.
And he
Hey,
says,
Ricky.
"Hey guys,
Mhm.
I just wanted to apologize for my previous email making fun of Ben's height. He clearly is a tall and handsome guy, and I take any insults back. The guy is a true gem."
I don't think Ricky wrote that.
That is
right?
from.
Are
Ricky.
you apologizing on behalf of Ricky?
No,
so
Ricky.
that you feel better?
Ricky, this is an email came into the randomwordblog@gmail.com,
Okay.
and he said he
Was he
apologizes.
held at gunpoint by you?
No, he said I want to apologize for making fun of Ben's height. He's clearly tall and handsome guy, and
I mean you are. Yeah, sure.
I mean, Ricky,
Absolutely.
you know, being 5'11" and a half and then 6 foot in the mornings is,
6
you
foot
know,
in the mornings. It's a
it's
cross that
something.
only I bear.
It
Yeah.
is, and you know, but it
Well, it's
takes a
tough
big
because you
man,
have 1 foot in both worlds, right?
right? I'm in the
It's
six
like
foot world and the 5 foot world.
people
Right,
look at guys in two different dimensions.
right,
He's a
right.
tall guy
He's a tall
or
guy,
he's under 6 feet. And
right?
so you were basically living in both
I
worlds,
live in
wanted
both.
by neither,
In the mornings, I'm one type of guy, and the uh, rest of the day, I'm a
It'd be
different type
cool
of
is if
guy.
your personality swung with it too. So like
Right,
when you
a
wake
little
up
more
at six
confident in
foot,
the mornings.
you're just walking in the kitchen, you're like,
Yeah,
you reach up in the tallest counters and you're like, gotta get, love putting my Cheerios up here, like a
yeah.
tall guy like me. And you're
Ex-
just like, keep calling everybody shrimp until like 10
I would
a.m.
have I
And
would have
then
a
you
lot more
just become
confidence
normal. Yeah.
in the mornings. I'm a very confident morning guy. I think that's it's due to that being 6 foot in the mornings. Well,
You would
thank you,
start off
Ricky.
all your morning meetings saying, how's the weather down there? And
Yeah,
then later in the day, you just go, hey, life's tough for us short guys.
right. That's it. I can relate to both.
Yeah.
I appeal to both sides of the aisle. I guess of the
Of course,
I
that's
appeal to both
aisle.
sides of
Both
the
sides
measuring
of
stick, or however you measure height, the tape measure.
both sides of the measuring stick.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I appreciate you all for joining us on this episode. The live studio audience, of course,
Hmm.
has been great. Thank you.
Well, it's all virtual now, but
Yeah, they're
yeah,
all in the
you
Zoom
can't
room.
see it on ours, but there's about like 400 different Zoom cameras.
Right, and they're all
With,
clapping
yeah,
at that time, and then
same time actually. It
I
almost looks
stopped
like a
them.
computer program.
No, I wouldn't. I wouldn't say that. But we'll remind you if you want to email the show, the randomwordblog at gmail.com.
Mhm.
Follow the Instagram at the Random Word Podcast, and we will be having sponsors very soon. So listen to those ads because it will help us.
Or if you just need to hit the 15-second fast forward button, you should
Well,
probably do it if it's a
we
30-second ad spot.
we don't want to tell them that.
Oh no, you shouldn't do that. But
Right.
there are probably going to be people that do that, and it might just be 2 quick taps, and you're good to go.
Well, okay. I don't know if the sponsors will like that. We'll cut that part out for them. I don't want them to hear that.
Right.
Because the sponsors listen through the whole show, right? Just like everybody
There's
does.
okay.
Um,
Name one sponsor that's listened to every episode of whatever
Rockets.
podcast.
Rockets did.
That's true.
For sure.
That's true. Tell you what, just pepper in a few beeps,
Right.
like I'm cursing during that, and
Right.
then in the episode
won't know the
description, we can let them know that 2 taps on the 15-second
taps.
skip function.
Or it can be a little secret inside joke where just like, hey, 2 taps. And that's how we know
2
that
taps,
they're.
yeah. You'd
that's
have to
how we
watch the
know
video.
they're a
Or if we
listener.
just-
Or you do one on each eyebrow. Tap, tap.
Tap tap or tap
Tap, tap.
tap. tap.
So yeah,
Yeah,
that's.
I have really good control over my right eyebrow.
Well, right now you do.
But my left one is like, it looks like I'm having a stroke. But this one, I'm just kind of
Yeah.
like, hey,
Oh.
how you doing?
I would be able to do it, but I'm not going to do it for you right now. I'm not.
Eyebrows are pretty expressive. Oh my god, dude, this is what I look like without eyebrows.
It would be disgusting, actually.
Oh, it's
Especially if we gave you a
horrifying.
bald cap, also.
Well, it's the only thing that stops my forehead from like being segmented. So it's just like one long
Yeah, it's kind of
oblong.
gross. Thank
Yeah,
God.
it's not
I feel
great.
bad for the video
Alopecia
watchers.
survivors.
No, I was going to say the YouTube watchers that are watching this episode. I
I
feel
think
bad
you
for
felt
them.
bad at people who don't
No,
naturally
I
have
don't feel
eyebrows.
bad for those people. They deserve it. That is Salty Dalton.
Bold
I am,
stance.
I am Ben. We will see you next time. Hope you learned a lot about the rainforest.
I
And,
certainly didn't because I got all the questions right. So
But they heard
even
the
the one of
facts.
naming a rainforest that I
Yeah,
did not
that
know.
was the wildest part of the episode. We will see you next time. Sayonara, my sweet, sweet suckers.
We outie.